Okay, kitties. In case, and I will wait a few minutes here because I got to set this last part back up. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hello, OG. Glad to see you're here. I'm waiting for Beats to show up before I do anything else because I could use it. I'm going to use a little bit. I'm going to steal a little bit of his history. We're going to be doing April 15th, 1908, opening day for the St. Louis Cardinals. This is Digital Diamond Baseball, Dave. This is what I specialize in. As anybody can tell you, plus National Pastime 3, but right now I am not on speaking terms with National Pastime 3 for various reasons. I felt like they sort of just blew me off on something I was going to offer them. So I didn't. Digital Diamond said, go ahead and do what I want with the game and let them know if I've made any changes that they are not real keen on, and they and I both know each other what it is. So that's what we got here. Hello again, Dave Little. How are you doing? Couple of surprises to start this little game off with. We're going to be doing that real quick. There we go. I'm all set. Beatles! That's what I've been waiting for, partner. This is Digital Diamond Baseball. I play with my own dice, by the way, Mr. Gardner. I can play the dice on the game. Don't like it. I feel like the dice on the games are affected by what the average is and everything else is with the game. If I throw my own dice, you're on your own. All right. We're at April 15th, 1908. The Pittsburgh Pirates are at the St. Louis Cardinals. In the real game, the Pirates won this in 10 innings. And they did it in a very unique way because here is the Pittsburgh Pirates lineup. Batting first will be Danny Muller. He'll be playing right field today. Tommy Leach will be playing third base. The manager, Fred Clark, will be over at left field. Chief Wilson is over in center. Ed Abatico will be playing second base. Harry Swastina is at first base. Charlie Starr is our starting shortstop today. Here for our opening day game. Beatles, you want to tell them why? And George Gibbs is our catcher. Howie Camitz will be our starting pitcher today here in St. Louis. We are playing at National League Field for the home team Cardinals. It will be Chappie Charles at third base. Shad Berry will be playing right field. Joe Delahanty at left field. Ed Kanicki will be playing first base. Red Murray's at center. Bobby Byrne is at shortstop. Billy Gilbert's playing second base. Art Holscotter is playing catcher. And the starting pitcher is Johnny Lush. So without further ado, this is National League Park, St. Louis in 1908. And this is how I play the game. These are real live baseball cards, folks. Either from a cigarette company, so I got 1909 cards out here. Once we get past 1909, I will have baseball cards for every season I play. Just so everybody knows. I fixed, by the way, Beatles, if you notice, the numbers are a whole lot higher on the strikes. I fixed all the strikeouts. I also fixed all the fieldings, as you can see. Right here. Now, Beatles, tell everybody why Wagner didn't play. Oh, Beatles left. As soon as Beatles comes back, we'll get him going. But we'll get the game started for right now. We'll be all set. We'll get it going here. Coming up first will be Danny Muller. Danny Muller, and I'm going to leave the 1908 batting averages here. These are the real averages he did in 1908, so you can see what's going on. Danny Muller actually only hit 193. Remember, this is dead ball, guys. This is National League Park. Anything that heads out this way, even if it says it's a home run over the fence, will be an inside the park job. Just so everybody knows. Back then. Here is the first pitch, and yes, that's a real error rate on that shortstop. But this is what they had. This is the actual lineup. And here is the first pitch. It will be a 6-9-0 going to Danny Muller. As he strolls to the plate, nobody is gone here yet. Obviously, we're at opening day. And that is hit right to Byrne right off the bat. On a slap shot right to Byrne. He has it on one hop and quickly fires at the first to dispose of Muller, and that is a 6-3. Due up here is Tommy Leach. Tommy Leach batted .259 for our Buccos. Had an on-base percentage 324. Did hit 5 home runs. Most of them were inside the park jobs. Baseball Reference is my source for a lot of this stuff, and I have a couple of other little surprises as we go along here. So here's the pitch. It is a 3-7-7. Leach checks in. One down. Here we go. And that's also hit the Burn. They're going to be taking on Burn today. See what happens today. Grounded hard over to him. Taken there, and lots of time. He throws it out very easily. And there is 2 down here in the top first inning. Fred Clark's coming to bat. Batted .265 in 1908. 2 home runs, 53 RBIs. As you can notice, Johnny Lush went 11-18 for the St. Louis Cardinals. They finished, I believe, dead last in 1908. 2.12 ERA, though, so not too shabby. Had a real low whip and even lower on-base percentage. This man could play the game. Here goes Clark. It is a 2-0-4. And he hits it out towards first base side. Next offering on the ground towards first base. Kanicki picks it up. Hustles to the bag for the out. And we have a 1-2-3 inning for the St. Louis Cardinals. At the end of the top of the first, here it is Pittsburgh nothing, and the St. Louis Cardinals coming to bat. Like I said, in the original game, I may have been mine too. I, until about 1977, Scott, honest to God's truth, okay, I was a raving drunk. I have been sober now for 42 years. But as I said, this was the way this game went. This was a, believe it or not, a 3-1 game. It was very hard fought in this thing. And in the 1908 season, I always keep the stuff here with me so everybody knows. There were no relief pitchers, by the way, in this game. So these guys go one way or the other, they will be going the distance. In the National League in 1908, the St. Louis Cardinals finished dead last. 49 wins, 105 losses. Brooklyn was right down there with them. This was, as Beatles said, this was a 3-way race in 1908 in the National League. Chicago Cubs, the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the New York Giants. Everybody else was too far behind, though. Philadelphia was the other team that ended up with a winning record. Chappie Charles batted .205 for the Cards. And I'm sorry you can't read that. I'll have to fix that later. I thought I had the right colors, and I don't. I do apologize for that. That was the Pittsburgh colors, though, back then in 1908. They were basically purple and blue. Here we go. Well, they were red and blue. I got to fix that. It's a 5-7-5. And Charles hits that out towards right field. Camitz turns, delivers, fly ball deep out there right field. Muller's waiting for it to come on in, and he makes the easy grab. We have 1 down here in the bottom first inning. Coming up is Shad Berry. Shad Berry's batting .228. I've got him in a couple other leagues running right now in 1903. Not doing too bad, not shabby at all. So we've got a good one going out there. I don't think he was with the Cards at the time. I do believe he was with the Pirates, or with the Boston team. Here is the pitch. And it is a, come on, stop, a 1-8-2. Whoop, wrong numbers. There we go, 1-8-2. And he cranks some fires in, bouncing past Camitz. Star has it under control, slings it over to Swastina for the out, and we have 2 down. Good tight ball game going on here today. Folks already here in the first inning. Looks like the pitches are rearing up because Mr. Star has an error rate of 11. And that's what it was back then. And they were considered top-notch. He also has a low range. And that is what I came up with on him. We had a very, very poor range for a shortstop. Joe Delahanty, one of the Delahanty brothers. There were 5 of them who played. Only 1, I believe, made the Hall of Fame in their entire time. Joe Delahanty batted .255. He did have a home run in 1908. Here is the pitch. And it is a 0-1-6. Camitz is ready. Here it comes. And that struck him out swinging. That ball just dropped on him on the slider. That is 3 down. A 1-2-3 inning for our beloved Pittsburgh Pirates, who got into there real quick. And at the end of 1 inning, it is 0-0. And as we said, I have no governor. Here we go, guys. And just so everybody knows, in the Pittsburgh Gazette on the Sunday Times on April 19th, you will get a big double-page picture of the Pirates. So remember to get your Pittsburgh Post-Gazette on April 19th, 1908, folks. A double picture of your beloved Pirates. And as we go back in here, we'll be going into the top of the first inning. Top of the second inning, sorry about that. But here we go. Top of the second inning. Honeybite likes it too, because she knows I could be just miserable. I gave up smoking 10 years ago, so I mean the only vice I got left is baseball and horse racing. Chief Wilson's coming up to bat, batting .227. Johnny Lush is here at the plate. He's at the mound. Here is the pitch. Top of the second. This is a 6-0-2. And yes, this game goes like this. I have quite a few of them that are just tight, and then I get blowouts. That happens. And Lush has the sign. Coxon fires. Swung on. That's heading out towards first base. A nice hard ground ball. Kanicki is there. He takes it to the bag himself. Kanicki's been a busy man. He has 4 putouts so far this game. He also has one of the better ratings in the league for an infielder. Ed Albaticcio, there we go. I knew I'd finally get it right. Is coming up to bat. He batted .250. I had him. He is my top player, by the way, when I'm doing all my ratings. And so far, I had him from 1903 to 1908. He's been the dog. So he's coming bat. If you notice, that's his Pittsburgh. He was in Pittsburgh at the time. He's played for a couple more teams than that. Here is the pitch, and it is a 1-2-5. And here we go again. That's heading out towards shortstop, which is always shaky. He's skewed towards him, and he's charging it up. Gets in a hurry. Fires to Kanicki to get him out by a couple of steps, and it is 2 down. So far, this has been the Bird of Kanicki show for the defense for the beloved Cardinals. And coming up is Harry Swasina. Harry Swasina, the first baseman for the Pirates, is batting .216. I get the feeling that back, and I believe Beatles probably may want to agree with that. A lot of times, a lot of these ball players weren't brought in for their hitting. They're brought in for their defense. Here is the pitch to Swasina. And this one is a 3-9-1. Swasina got a hold of it. Nice rock. Swung on, and it's flying deep towards center field. Heading way back there, but Murray was waiting for it to come on in. Able to make the play, and that is the first put up done by anybody but a first baseman. A 1-2-3 inning for the St. Louis Cardinals. No runs, no hits, no errors by the Pirates. Coming up to bat will be Kanicki, Murray, and Byrne. Yep, hold on. That fell down. Okay. Hold on, kitties, I dropped one. Nope, there we go, got it. Good thing I have a wooden floor. If it was carpeting, I'd be in trouble. Ed Kanicki batted .248 for the St. Louis Cardinals. 5 home runs, 50 RBIs. Decent bunter. He can do whatever he wants. Here is the pitch to Kanicki. And it is an 8-4-9. That looks like it's heading out that way a little bit for Muller because they're going to drop going into line hard. Just gets out of Abaticcio's reach. And that drops from the right field. Muller's able to pick it up, fires it back in quickly. And Kanicki has the first hit of the game for the St. Louis Cardinals. Coming up will be Red Murray. Red Murray has batted .282 for the Cards. Had 7 home runs. I believe he was the leader for the Cardinals in home runs. 62 RBIs. Stole 48 bases. All these teams can steal bases. And like as I was telling Beatles, as we were talking about it when I was first starting, a lot of times this lead would say 95. I mean, that was just obvious. I had to go in. I played with the caught stealing. That's where Digital Diamond and I have to let them know I did that because I took the caught stealing portion out of another program that is a fantasy game, and I cut them in half. And in doing so, I may have come up with something just a little bit better, may not be so far off. So Kanicki's at first. And let's see what we can do here. See if we can get him to second base. Here is the chance. And it's a 4-2-6. That's not going to be enough. As he takes the lead. Move over towards first. Not in time. Kanicki hustles back, standing up. Murray's at the plate. Kanicki's ready to go. Let's see if we can get him advanced. This is National League Baseball. 8-1-6. Barely got it across. And he squares up the butt. Gets it in down. Camitz is on the mound. Gets it in a hurry. Can't think about it. Over to second base. Nope. Can't make it. So throws the first to Swansina. And Murray will get the sacrifice hit 1-3. Kanicki is at second base. Bobby Byrne is the batter. Batted 191. Let's see if we can get him advanced over towards third with one down. Let's see if we can get it without having to go crazy here. Here is the pitch to Byrne. And it is a 656. Gets it over towards the left-hand side of the field. Hard hit right after it. He plays on the big hop. Throws to Swansina. And Kanicki's able to get over to third in time. 2 down, runner on third, and coming up to bat will be Billy Gilbert. Billy Gilbert, our second baseman today for the St. Louis Cardinals, batted .214. Yes, that is a real-life ball card, by the way. And if I can bring that up a little bit bigger, you guys see what I've done here. Not the best in the world, but that is off a cigarette pack, believe it or not. That's where it came off of. And on a couple occasions, sometimes they'd have 2 cards back there of the players. And these are, basically, they were printed and hand-painted back then. Howie Camitz' pictures from about 1912 when he was actually was throwing. Here is the pitch by Camitz. And it's a 2-1-1. Gilbert heads it out. Heading toward, drifts towards the right field. Swung on, and that's a bullet right in the right field. Muller's right there to just snap right at him on a very tough out. One of the toughest out in baseball is a ball that's coming right at you, and that is 3 down. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base at the end of 2 full. It is still a scoreless tie. We are here at St. Louis Field. Is Beatles back yet? Anybody here? Anybody seen, heard anything Beatles? Is he back yet? Oh, God. I hope he is, because I need him. Hang on, guys. I just had one pop off my knee and it didn't go where I wanted it to. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alright. Oh. Shoot, I found one of the other ones I lost. That's nuts. Okay. There it is. Alright. What's happening, guys, is I'm doing the Captain Queeg thing in my hand. I apologize. And that's how I start to shake the dice. That way I make sure they're all set, they're mixed up pretty good, and that's what I do. We are going into the top of the 3rd inning here. And let's see what we got here. We have got the perfect pill for everybody. Touch pills. They are after eating persons of the bilious habit will derive great benefit by taking one of these pills. If you have been drinking too much, they'll properly relieve all that nausea. And if you have a sick headache and nervousness which follows, it will restore the appetite and remove that gloomy feeling. Elegantly eager created and take no substitute. That is Touch Pills. In case you guys are wondering, I'll tell you at the end of the game. Okay, here we go. Top of the 3rd inning of a very well played game so far. Charlie Starr, the shortstop, taking Hannes Wagner's place. Beatles isn't here. The reason why Hannes Wagner is not in this game is he was a holdout in 1908. And he held out for a couple of days. And then when they realized they were going to play the game without him, regardless of whether he was there or not, he finally showed back up. So Hannes Wagner is not in the game, not because he was injured. It's because he was a holdout. Here we go. Mr. Starr. Here is the pitch. Charlie Starr, that's a 7.75. Lush is at the mound. And he brings it. Starr takes it inside. That is ball 4. So Starr's on with the first walk of the game. And you'll find this game here in this season, there's a lot of walks. I had a pitcher take 8 walks and won. Don't ask. Then I had Christy Mathewson, had 8 strikeouts. Very well done. George Gibson, the catcher, will be up to the plate. Starr's as at first. He's ready. Here we go. Here is the pitch. Possibly going to be taking the lead, trying to get a stolen base. There's a 43% chance on the lead. And that ain't going to happen. It's a 683. Pickoff throw. Did he get him? No, they just missed. Swept over his leg. The umpire saw that. Swept over his leg, and he just missed. He missed the tag. And the Pirates got lucky on that one. Here is the pitch to Gibson. It is an 8.66. Gibson gets a hold of the ball. Pitch is on the way. And that's a line to right field. Coming up to be for it will be Berry, but he'll have to play it on the hop. Single for Gibson. They're going to try to send Starr to third. We'll find out. 7-3-0. Gibson gets the base hit. He is on. It's going to be deep enough. Starr's being waved around, and he will take third. Pirates put runners on first and third here in the second inning. That's the first hit for the Pittsburgh Pirates this game here in the top third. Coming up is Howie Camitz. And I know I'm probably mispronouncing his name, so I apologize. Howie Camitz batted 083 himself. Not the best. He is one of the better bunters, but for 1908, not one of the great bunters. Here is the pitch. Maybe he can get it lost and up the air, get it high enough, opposite, get the first run in. And it is an 8.56. And Lush keeps him cornered. He wheels and deals. And ball 4, he walked him. The bases are loaded. Howie Camitz will take first base here on the walk. Second walk given up by Lush. And that's pretty much a good line for it, because the way I call it, Beatles says there's no room at the end. No. The diamond is drunk. The bases are loaded. Danny Mullen's coming up. He is 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Gibson takes second base. Bases are loaded. Here is the pitch. There is no outs. And the Cardinal infield will be in. See if they can get the plate on any infield hit. Here is the pitch. And it is a 3-2-5. Here we go. Come on. And that is hit. They're bringing it in. Lush looks down. He gets the sign from Holscolder, and the pitch swung on. That's hit into shallow right field. Berry starts back, but he's coming on in, and he makes the running grab. Not enough room for anybody to get out of the way, so we have one down. On the shallow fly ball to Shad Berry. Coming up will be Tommy Leach. Tommy Leach also grounded out to our shortstop here in the first inning. Pirates have the bases loaded. Lush is on the mound. He's in the stretch. He's just sweating just a little bit here in this wonderful weather. Here we go. And it is a 7-2-2. Base is full. Lush delivers. 3-2 count. And he walked him. He walked him. And Starr will score on the walk. That's the third walk given up by Lush this inning. Camitz will take second. Gibson will take third. Holscolder is on his way to the mound to have a little chat. See if he can get the pitcher to calm down here. More likely than not, he believes it's probably the opening day jitters. Not often that you end up starting the opening days. Back in the 1900s, by the way, didn't care who you were, except maybe a couple of teams. If you were the pitcher who was ready, you got the call. The only exception I had, it was in the New York Giants game. Fred Clark is at the plate. Lush is on the mound. Here is the pitch. And it is a 4-3-0. Here we go. Pittsburgh has a 1-0 lead here in the top third inning on the walk. That is heading out that way towards center field. Sounds like a good one here. Fly ball into right center field. Murray ways off. Berry heading out that way. Proves it. Grabs it for the out. They're going to try to tag up. Gibson, here's the throw. And Gibson's tagging up. And he scores the second run of the game on a tag up fly ball on a sacrifice fly by Fred Clark. 2-0 Pirates here, and Johnny Lush is still there on the mound. Chief Wilson's coming up the bat. Last time up, he grounded out to Kanicki at first. 2 down here, top third inning. Here is the pitch. And it is going to be an 8.55, and he's going to see what he can do here. That's heading out towards left field. Delahanty swung on, and there's a little flare in the left field. It's going to be dropping in. Delahanty was slow to react. He has to come on in to fly, get that ball. And Wilson will take it standing at first base. On the way back in, they're saying it is deep enough. Camitz keeps on going. Delahanty didn't try to get the ball in quick enough. And Howie Camitz will score the third run of the game for the Pirates here in the top third inning. Wilson gets the base hit, and Leach will stop at second. Coming up is Ed Apaticio. Ed Apaticio, last time up, grounded out to our shortstop. Lush is in trouble here in the third inning. This does happen in 1908, guys. We got to get over it. Here's the pitch. And it is a 2-0-6. That is hit towards our second baseman. As he rocks it, here we go. Chopper pass Lush, gets past his glove. Gilbert's able to collect it, tosses over to first, makes the play. That is 3 down. But the Pittsburgh Pirates get 3 runs on 2 hits. There were three walks. And at the end of 2.5 innings, it is the Pittsburgh Pirates 3, the St. Louis Cardinals nothing. Coming up to bat is the bottom of the order. Holscotter, Lush, and Charles. Art Holscotter's batting first time up in the season here. He is ready to go. He is batted .232 here for the Cardinals. Here is the pitch by Camitz. And it is a 7.52. And Camitz cranking, firing. That nails Hoskins. That isn't lift a ball. That's going to stink for a while. It got him on the arm. And by a hit batter, that will take care of Hoskins. Little Holscotter. Johnny Lush is at the plate. The corners are in. They're playing for the bunt. Johnny Lush is not one of the better bunters, but let's see what we can try here. Hoskins got good speed, but he has a terrible leads. We can give it a try, folks. See what we can do here. No, it's not going to get the lead as that. It was a 9.27. Safety almost caught Hoskins leading the wrong way, but he was able to get back there in time. Let's go to see if we can butt him across. 7.52. That may not make it. That may not make it. Lush slowly hits it on his way. Grounds the pitch of Howard. Camitz kicks the ball. He gets up, moving the ball, and that will be an error on Camitz. E1. Lush will take first base by sheer luck. And Camitz gets the first error of the game here. Boots the ball, picking it up. Chappie Charles coming to bat. No out. Here is the pitch to Charles. See if we can butt the runners over. Can't hurt. And it's a 5.04. And Charles scores the bunt. He gets it down. Camitz guts off the mound. Is in a hurry. He pauses over, glances at second base, butt toss to Swastina. Runners will take second and third on this on the butt by Charles, and another sacrifice hit by our St. Louis Cardinals on a 1-3 play. Runners are at second and third. The Cardinals are threatening with 1 down. Shad Berry will be coming to bat. Last time up, he grounded out the star. Here is the pitch. It is a 5.51. And that's heading over towards Leach at third. Sloth roll to the left-hand side. Leach moves it on in, takes it, throws out buried to the first. And here comes Hoskell and Lush will go to third. And Cardinals will score the first run of the game as the throw was late getting to the plate. Hoskell scores the first run in the game for the St. Louis Cardinals. Lush will take third on the plate, and there is 2 down. And that's one of the things, by the way, for anybody who knows my game here, and Beatles knows it well, that's one of the things we're working on with the folks at Digital Diamond Baseball, because that should have been, it should not have been able to go. They should have been, they could have just held it or throw it, either not throw it first, but still, Lush should never have been able to take third base on the play. But that's what happens in the game, and so we're working with Mark to get a couple more of the unusual plays out there. That would have been a great play at the plate. Joe Delahanty's up last time up. He struck out. He has the only strikeout of the game, by the way. Here is the pitch to Delahanty. And it is a 1-3-5. And Delahanty gets a piece of the ball on a curveball. Slow roll to third. On is Leach. Leach over to Swazina, and we have 3 down. But the Cardinals get their first run of the game on not 1 hit. No hits. 1 run on no hits. There was 1 runner left on base at the end of 3 full as Pittsburgh 3, the St. Louis Cardinals 1. And I'm hoping everybody's enjoying the game today. Let's go back to see what we got here. And we're going to ask you, Doctor, about taking Ayers non-alcoholic sarsaparilla. Trust him to do exactly as he says. Ayers sarsaparilla. It's non-alcoholic. Are your lips white, your cheeks pale, your blood thin? Consult your doctor. If it's got bad skin, weak nerves, or losing flesh, consult your doctor. No appetite, poor digestion, discouraged, consult your doctor. We have no secrets. We publish the formulas for all of our medicines. And that is the CJ Air Company, who's selling in Pittsburgh from Lowell, Massachusetts. We're going to be going into the top of the 4th inning, and yes, I have a good time doing this. Beatles! I told the story about Honus Wagner, so let me catch you up, because hopefully you just didn't just come back on. Beatles, Honus Wagner is not in the lineup because he was a holdout. One of the first holdouts in Major League happened in 1908. Honus Wagner held out. That is why, and he held up basically for about 1 or 2 games, and then he was in. And so that's what you're running into. We're going into the top 4th inning. Pittsburgh 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. The St. Louis Cardinals 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors. Coming to bat is Harry Swasina. Harry Swasina's last time up, he flew out to center field, Mr. Murray. And here we go. Here is the pitch by Johnny Lush. Let's hope he's finally relaxed, got his game back in. Hope the whole scouter had a chat with him when he came back off the mound into the dugout. Here's the pitch. And it is a 4-3-0 to Harry Swasina. I gotta look, I might have to speed that sucker up a little bit, so everybody hang in there. Taking his time, here's the pitch. Swung on that, heading out on the button towards right field, but Barry was waiting for it. He was in the exact position he needed to be. And we have 1 down here in the top 4th inning. I need to fix something real quick, guys. Hang in there. That's what I thought. Okay. I don't mind fast, but medium is just fine for what we're doing here. This is dead ball. Charlie Starr's coming to bat. Charlie Starr walked, scored the first run of the game last time up. And he has been playing nothing less than brilliant over there. Doing pretty good. Here is the pitch to Starr. And it is a 2-9-5. Charlie Starr hits over towards our 3rd base side. Let's see if Mr. Charles is able to grab that ball. Fielder there, he'll have to hurry up. And he does! Gets Starr barely by a step. We have 2 down here. I hope everybody's enjoying the Marconi radio today, even though it's Edison tubes. As we are broadcasting here at National League Park in St. Louis. It was also called Robinson Field, but back in 1908, it was better known as National League Park. Long distance, quite a bit going on with it, and here we go. Here is the pitch to George Gibson, our catcher. He got the first hit of the game for the Pittsburgh Pirates here in the bottom of the third inning. Here is the pitch. On a simple single, it's a 5-6-7. Gibson's waiting. Lush delivers. That is a shallow fly ball. Slicing away from Berry. He's got to get in towards the line. And he makes a great sliding one-handed catch out there over by the line. Great catch by Shad Berry. We'd show you that we would show you the instant replay, but television hadn't been invented yet. So at the end of 4 innings for the Pittsburgh Pirates, they got no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Coming up to bat for the St. Louis, the hometown Cardinals, is Ed Konicki, Red Murray, and Mr. Byrne. Ed Konicki's batting .248. Like I said, he's 1 for 1 today. He got the first hit of the game for the Cardinals in the second inning and was able to make it over towards third base, where he was stranded. Here is the pitch to Konicki. It is a 9-2-7. As a liner over towards left field, coming up to get this Clark. Clark was too far back. Konicki was able to get in there. Hot plays on the hop. Konicki will get first base. He is 2 for 2 today. Due up here is Red Murray. Red Murray, last time up, he got a sacrifice hit. That's why he's 0 for 0. Moving Konicki towards second base as the Cardinals are definitely playing National League ball today. Here is the pitch to Murray. He's going to see if we can try to get it out and see if Konicki can try to get a stolen base. Not this time, folks. He can't get the lead. Let's see what happens here. He can't get a good lead. And Camitz has a great pickoff move. Konicki had to stay. He had to play short this time. He almost got picked off the last time. Here is the pitch to Murray. And it's an 8-0-9. Camitz delivers. Popped up in the grass just behind the infield trio players, and they're going to watch it and take a look. Alphonse meet Gaston. All 3 players let it drop in, and whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. Oh, shoot. My fault, guys, on that one there. My fault on that one there. I meant to hit no. As again, I take it. Konicki's going to get thrown out at third, obviously. That was a mistake. Poor managerial on the manager's part. And I am the Cardinals manager, guys. I am not the Pirate manager. So, Konicki is out. That was not meant to happen, Beatles. Wilson got that one there. That is 8-5 to Leach. Murray will take first on the base hit. Yes, I do make mistakes like that. I do apologize. Poor managing on the manager's part in the game. In case any of you guys know what I do here, I am always the home team. That way it's fair. I play all the home games, all the home teams. That way, as everybody knows, I'm a diehard Red Sox fan. I only play the Red Sox for half the season, for their half their season. The other half is done by the computer. So there is no bias in this game. I play everybody, including those hated Yankees. Bobby Byrne is at the plate. Murray is at first base. He's got a better chance to try to steal a base. My God, he does. Here we go. See if he can get the lead. That's not going to happen. 7:41. Camitz is ready for a quick throw to first. Murray gets back on time. Burns ready here at the plate. Batted by last time up. He's ground out to the second base, which moves Konicki towards third the last time. Here is the pitch. And it is a 1-8-2. Camitz gets him going. He's at the belt. Here's the throw. Fairly shallow, but Clark was playing it that way as a weak hitting hitter. And he comes on in. Makes the easy catch. We have 2 down. Due up is Billy Gilbert. Last time Billy Gilbert hit, he hit a deep right. He hit one deep to right field for Mr. Muller. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning here. Here is the pitch. Murray's at first. And it is he's got the lead. Can he get the stolen base? He's heading on his way. Gibson's got it. There goes Murray. The throw from Gibson. They got him in time. He is out caught stealing on a 2-6 play there, and that is 3 down. Caught trying to steal the base. Had a 75% chance, and he didn't make it. Coming to bat, we're going to the top of the 5th inning. Coming to bat will be Camitz, Muller, and Leach. And folks, we're in a very exciting ball game going on here. But as everybody knows, the trouble I cause. Let's see what I got here. Okie dokie. And for any of you guys who are looking to see what we got here. Yep, there we go. And at the Lang China and Glass Company at 513 Franklin Avenue here in St. Louis, we have a 2-light gas chandelier. It's a brand new pattern, rich gas globes, complete put up for free of charge. Normally this is a $4 chandelier, and we will be selling it today for $2.39. Get that along with your cock rings at 25 cents. Come get one. We are back at our game. Yes, I'm having a good time doing this, guys. Okay? I enjoy doing this. Especially with the newspapers. I have a good time. By the way, the 2 newspapers I am using, these are my commercials, and I'm using their paper ads. The St. Louis Post-Dispatch and the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette are my newspapers. They are my advertisements. And that's what we do here. I try to make the game fun at the same time, turn this into a history lesson for all you baseballites. Johnny Lush is back on the mound. We are in the top of the 5th inning. So far, here we go. And this one here is a 0-1-0 to Howie Camitz. Starting off here in the top of the 5th. Lush is ready. Here comes the pitch. And he strikes Camitz out swinging on that one there. Just blew it past him. We have one down in the top of the 5th inning. Coming up to bat will be Danny Muller. Danny Muller is 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out to short, flood out to right field. And for any of you guys who ever watched some of the other fellas, RNIGP is one of them. I think Stratomac Delaware is another one. They keep the scorecard different. It's not based on the innings. It's based on the batters. Saves paper. Saves a ton of paper. Really does. I don't think I've used not even one quarter of the pad yet, because I'm going across that way. Coming bat will be Danny Muller. Here he is 0 for 2 today. Here is the pitch. Lush is on the mound. It is a 2-0-7. And Muller steps in, and that's going out, heading that way. Little fly ball coming to shallow center field. Murray is just slicing away, and he is out there making a great one-handed catch down by his knees. Makes a great grab. We have 2 down here in the top 5th inning on a great one-handed snap by Murray. And again, that would be a great one for the highlight reel, but we don't have it yet. Might have the one of the Edison cameramen might be here today. You might be able to see it at the Bijou Theater down the road, over there on Main Street here in St. Louis, or down there by the waterfront. Where rumor has it they're trying to build a brand new stadium. They're not quite working at it yet. I think they're naming it Sportsman's Park, possibly for the St. Louis Browns, and the Cardinals might even want to go over and share it with them. Tommy Leach is up to bat. Here is the pitch. And it is a 4.98. Come on. There you go. There we go. And here comes the money pitch. 3-2 count. Swung, and that's a bullet towards third base. But Charles is right there on the line drive. 3 down here. Again for the St. Louis Cardinals. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Coming up to bat for the Cardinals is Billy Gilbert, Hallscotter, and Lush. We are in a 3-1 game here at St. Louis at National League Park. Pittsburgh's 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. The Cardinals 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors on a very clean playing game. Here is Billy Gilbert. He is 0 for 1 today. He flew out to right field his last time up. It is a 607. Lined over towards right, but it was right at Muller's head again as he was able to grab that ball. Comes on in, and we have one down. Due up is Art Holscutter. He has scored the lone Cardinal run. He was hit by a pitch back in the third inning. And coming back, here we go. And Camitz is ready. Here's the pitch. And it is a 6-7-9. Holscot's got a nice little shallow fly ball. Clark is able to read it very easily as he closes in and makes the easy catch. We have two down. Johnny Lush is at the plate. Johnny Lush last time, he reached on an error by Howie Camitz on the bunt. That Camitz booted the ball, allowing the Cardinals to keep their inning alive. Here is the pitch. And it is a 3-4-6. Whoa! Guys, I just lost my game. My game just literally shut down on me. And I have no idea why. I am so sorry, guys. I've got to call the game. We'll do this again tomorrow. I'll see what happened to my game. I'm not sure what happened. I think my Steam went down on me. Hopefully I can get the game back up. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. God, maybe I got lucky. Nope, I lost the game, guys. We'll do it again another night. I am so sorry. So sorry, guys. The game is called to darkness. We will play it again. We'll try it again probably tomorrow night, guys. I apologize. I will bring it back up to the 1908 game. I am so sorry. All of a sudden, the game quit. I don't know what happened to it. I'll ask Mark about it. Just completely. I think Steam may have hiccuped. The one bad thing. All right. Yeah, I know, but it's too late. It's 11:35. I got to work in the morning, guys. Unfortunately, so I got no choice. I've got to call it. So we'll do it again. Who's next? Enjoy the night. I will do this another night. Sorry about that, gang. Take care, and we'll do it again.